Synonyms of the word bias: prejudice, partiality, leaning, inclination, bent. Bias. The word bias means a partiality or inclination towards a particular perspective, idea, or group, often resulting in unfair treatment or judgment. The journalist's personal bias was evident in the way she reported the story. The study was criticized for its bias towards a certain demographic. It's important to recognize and address our own biases in order to make fair and just decisions. The judge was accused of having a bias towards the defendant. Prejudice. The word prejudice means a preconceived opinion or attitude towards a person or group, often based on stereotypes or insufficient information. The company's hiring practices were found to be discriminatory and based on prejudice. It's important to confront and challenge prejudice whenever we encounter it. The book explores the effects of racial prejudice in a small town. The teacher made it clear that prejudice would not be tolerated in the classroom. Partiality. The word partiality means a bias or preference towards something or someone, a tendency to favor one thing over another. The manager showed partiality towards certain employees, which caused resentment among the rest. The judge recused himself from the case due to his past business dealings and potential partiality. The chef had a clear partiality for using fresh, locally sourced ingredients in his dishes. It's difficult to remain impartial when you have a personal connection to the people involved. Leaning. The word leaning means a tendency or inclination towards a particular opinion, belief, or point of view. The company's CEO was known to have a strong leaning towards conservative political views. The students' academic interests were leaning towards the social sciences. The candidate's platform had a clear leaning towards environmental issues. The judge's ruling seemed to be leaning in favor of the prosecution. Inclination. The word inclination means a natural tendency or preference towards something, a predisposition or disposition. The child showed an early inclination towards music, and was later accepted into a prestigious music school. Despite her initial inclination to decline the job offer, she ultimately decided to take it. The politician's inclination towards compromise and bipartisanship made her popular among voters. The artist's inclination towards abstract expressionism was evident in all of her works. Bent. The word bent means a strong inclination or preference towards a particular activity, field, or profession. The detective had a natural bent for solving puzzles and mysteries. The company's marketing strategy had a clear bent towards targeting younger consumers. The coach had a bent for tough love, pushing his players to their limits. The writer had a bent for incorporating elements of science fiction into her novels.